black man at heart. Garvey had the hopes and aspirations of the black man at heart, and the black masses detected this. They felt this. They were conscious of this. So they gave Garvey their support. And anyone today who can get a following among the masses of black people in this country is immediately labeled by the United States government as un-American, as seditious, as subversive, as Marcus Garvey was labeled un-American, as seditious and subversive. Any black man.
I keep it away, of course, and I'm keeping you from sleeping. And on the stage I rage and I'm rolling. And to the poor I pour it on a metaphor. And now
yeah, check. Yeah, Omaha, Nebraska. We got the grown folks coming up. We about to kick some knowledge. You know, kicking knowledge. That was my first show when I started on Channel 22 way back in, was it the 80s, 89, early 90s? I've been doing this for a while. We just been on the low, me and my brother Muhammad. We've been letting the youngins do what they do. But it's about to come back on the scene because some of the youngins been messing up the knowledge. I've been calling out KRS-One, Chuck D, all the lyrics of our 4 days that they actually taught us about Abraham, Isaac, and all the other brothers that's in the Bible. So we're gonna have, it's Black History Month 2014. I just came from the Prophet House, Martin Luther King down in Atlanta. I've been to all three Prophets' house, Elijah Muhammad, up in Chicago. So we got a lot of dead prophets, and our current generation, and I blame it on the generation before did not, I guess, pass on the knowledge where we can start loving. So Jim Crow still lives. What's that new Willie Lynch letters still thrive. I just went to see 12 Years a Slave, and we actually are utilizing the same behaviors that we used to use in 18-something against each other. So we got some young brothers and sisters in the house, and since this is African American History Month, it's actually universal. It's daily, every second. You live in the history, because I can prove it by anthropology that we exist first. So I believe in all the sciences. I understand literature sways thought and beliefs. So I always challenge not only the Bible, the Quran, but any literature that is written by man, because it has to be, to me, backed up by some science that God creates. I think that's the measurement that in which we test. So we have Metro Community College, grown folks in the house. So we're just going to kick some knowledge. I'm just going to throw out some questions. Black History Month. And my number one question, because I just came for that movie, 12 Years a Slave, do you guys believe we still in slavery? Get on the mic. Put the mic up close. Don't be shy of the mic. And get all you be at home hollering at the kids. Get out here, be quiet. Now you want to be quiet. They hear.
In some ways, we are still enslaved. Like with education and the poverty here in North Omaha. I feel like a lot of our young black people feel like we can't get ahead. But sometimes it's by choice, but sometimes it's just like a lot of the criminal backgrounds or where the neighborhoods we come from, some of us are judged by our names. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think we are still enslaved.
Mm-hmm. Now it's go ahead, sister. I'm gonna let y'all. Now, if you don't have no comment, that's fine.
truly, I do believe that we are still enslaved.
Say what again? I dare you to say what? That's like master caller right there. I dare you.
Do they speak
That's
English
like
and
master
what?
right there.
It's real. It's real.
Say what again?
Like, who is this uppity Negro on this net?
We told y'all he had issues.
Right.
As I was saying, I
It's
really
real.
do believe that we are still enslaved. You know, we're still allowing the man to dictate how we live, what we do, how we raise our children. There's just so many things that we're allowing others to dictate in our lives instead of us dictating it for ourselves. And in that fashion, yes, we are still enslaved.
Now, one thing that you guys kind of said, we allow. That means a synonym. We're voluntarily doing this to oneself.
That's true.
So can we blame the man when we voluntarily doing this to oneself?
You know, you can blame him. You can blame him to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
After that, then you need to take responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you know, he's gonna tell you flat out. If you're down south, he's gonna tell you, I don't like you.
Right.
I don't need you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they tell the athletes today, look, check this out. I pay you $10 million, whatever. Yeah, you hurt, get out there.
Right.
You know. But after that, it's up to us. Because see, if I'm hurt and I don't feel like getting out on that court, I'm gonna be like Barry Sanders. You can get that money back, homie. I'm gonna keep the signing bonus though.
Right. Right. Now that's the reason why I love those that are revolutionary, like my man LeBron James. You know what I mean? Control his own contract. You know, be his own revolutionary. The young brother from that plays for the Sixers that's developing a trust. He's not even taking his own salary for the first 3 years. He's putting his money in a trust. So I mean, so we got some young brothers that have a different perception of moving out of the old ways of practicing how we not only treated fiat, but how we control the fiat. And if you don't know what fiat is, that's money. Because you know we want to use new terms in order to come out of her the old ways, like my man Yoda. We got to unlearn what we have learned. So we got to start using some new terms. I mean, we intelligent people. I mean, we created language. Have y'all forgotten?
New caste system.
Many of us have.
New things, man. When you create a new thing, you got to do new things. The old things don't work for the same situations.
Now, I know my brother back there, he got a question for you guys. We're just going to have some conversation. Anything on your mind?
Yeah. We created all languages.
Right. Without a doubt.
What I would like to ask, I don't know if this should be a Black History question or if it should be a Metro Community College question. But in terms of higher education, how do you feel the degree that you all are working towards right now you would be able to use for yourself and your community?
Very good question.
In fact, I'll answer that. Actually, I'm doing human services, drug and alcohol and counseling. You know, I find that a lot of my black people right now are stuck in that realm of drugs and alcohol and don't know what to do, where to go. You know, I one time was stuck in that world, you know. So it's my job, my responsibility. This is my job to give back, to teach those, to reach those that are trying to get out of that. Because see, without knowing a way to go, you go nowhere. As I learn, I teach you. And as you learn, you'll teach someone else. And we'll all come out of it together.
Good answer, Issues.
Myself, I'm studying general studies. I'm going back to school after 19 years. It's different. I have to keep my dedication going to it. At general studies, I'm beginning with that just to get myself kind of back into the school thing. as far as the community, I would live and thrive, spend my money within the community, communicate with everyone in the community, and just stay within the North Omaha district. There's a lot of good people. There's a lot of good things. I believe for every 4 or 5 things, negative people, for every one negative person, there's 5, 6, 7 more positive people out there doing a lot better.
True. I'm going into criminal justice. I'm still debating on which area I really want to go into because there's so many different things that need to be done. I went into not community service, but criminal justice because I feel like it's a lot of black people that don't know their law, and I feel like a lot of the justice system is getting over on a lot of black people because they don't know their law. Mm-hmm. I'm a prime example. I fought a case for 2.5 years, and it was a very unfair, very unjust, really no cause for it. You know what I mean? And had I had known my law, and had I had known about these kind of cases, I probably would have got off with nothing. But instead, I had to take a plea deal because I didn't know my law. Mm-hmm. So, with me going through what I just went through, it made me want to get into the justice system and find out the laws and maybe come up in the end on something that I can help with the next person who's in the same situation that I was in, to become more knowledgeable, more and less susceptible, you know what I'm trying to say, to getting drugged down by the justice system. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, if you don't know what you're going through, then they're not going to tell you. They give you these public defenders, and they're for working for the state anyway. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to tell you, hey, you can do this and get your case dismissed, because they need their money.
Right.
So,
well, being from all systems, and my degree is in behavioral science, so even the station we look at it as research, because we're gonna be blessed to get an FM license. We're gonna be on 95.7, The Boss. And the reason why we name ourselves The Boss, because we are the boss. Wherever man thinketh, so is he. And God's given a responsibility of a 7-mile circumference. This circumference is considered the most dangerous place for black people to live, from A to Z. So we have a great responsibility to change the paradigm. So if anyone comes in here, it's our responsibility to hopefully plant a seed, so you could one day, change the paradigm of our community. It's up to us. I get tired of people blaming the man when we the man. Whatever man thinketh, so is he. So if you want to give power to someone else, then that's you. My mom never gave me power. She never allowed me to get power to anyone except for self, even though I stuttered, even though she could not read, even though I had all these disabilities that I've overcame, because I am a god and you are goddesses. And if I'm made in the image of God, I'm going to believe that. Don't tell me opposite of that. And so that's why I challenge those things that separate us, like religion, like politics, and all the other things that the so-called environment causes us to do it. I don't even give credit to no man, because I'm a god. And so this came from the abstract, came from a thought, and now we're in a concrete area. Who does that? God and goddesses. And if you want to call me a nigga, that's cool too, because the NGR, and this is knowledge, before we got vowels, before we was conquered, NGR means same thing, nigger, whatever, how you want to pronounce it, means God, means king in our homeland of Kemet. And so sometimes the devil uses reverse psychology, uses the same things against us, and put a bad connotation to it, and we want to grandiose it, take it, it's mine now, without we knowing the real essence of it. So if you really want to call me a nigga, that's fine. I don't mind no white boy call me a nigga. I'm a god. That's who I am. I have no problem with that. And that's why we're here to educate people, to hopefully decrease these stereotypes and also these brainwash tactics that have been used against us, so we could continue to not love self and others. So it's our responsibility, especially since we got 7 mile circumference. And that's why we're the boss. And that's why we arrogant in this, for sure, because this is all done by God, for sure. So I'll let everybody know in the city, we're on a mission from God. 95.7, it came from a fault. Even our own people say, you can't do this, man. The man ain't gonna let you do this, man. Your people ain't gonna support you, man. Those are the trainers of the former slave. I'm a god.
Now that y'all at the round table, we're gonna stir it up a little bit, because some of that stuff is true.
Right.
Our people are not supporting one another.
Right.
And I want to congratulate y'all, because I think your fields is gonna really help yourselves out at first, in terms of what you're trying to do, and it's gonna definitely transfer into the community, because law is the most important thing that I think we have not learned yet. We have many African American lawyers, attorney at law, but none of them have the training to come out and teach their young law, so that as we're growing, we're not falling into the same traps that the boys and girls in the hood are falling from, because it's their own nephews and nieces that's falling into the same traps.
True.
So it's going to take more of us to get into law. And drug and alcohol abuse, we know we all got drug and alcohol abuse issues, whether it's food, which is considered, food and drug administration. We haven't learned that food to them is a drug, and it has effects on our bodies. That's why it's the Food and Drug Administration. So we have chemical imbalances. So when I see someone hooked on maybe crack or hooked on alcohol, hooked on whatever, it's the same as my grandma being hooked on whatever medications the doctor prescribed her for the last 30, 40 years. It's the same dangers, and we have in our minds categorized each other in different ways that I think is unhealthy. And I know Sean here, she's been in the community a long time. She ain't saying much, but it takes people that know the community, that's in the neighborhoods, to really do something in the neighborhoods from the violence and stuff that's going on. If the young people don't step up, how can you really stop a lot of nonsense that's spontaneous?
But how can you expect the young folks to step up when us grown folks ain't stepping up?
And under crowd. All right, I've been waiting for this one. Speaking for my young people, like I said, 30 slabs and under, man. I'm holding them accountability for themselves, and their actions that they do. I used to be part of the problem. Now I'm part of the solution. So, as well as I'm giving back with this radio station and doing a lot of things within the community, period. But the gap is that they used to tell me back when I was a kid, I'm always listening too much. I call it listening too much. Bad for my health. So, basically, it was, can you teach an old dog new tricks? And I asked a couple older people, like 45 and up, that's not really old, but older than me, and they said if they're willing to learn. So as well as you're a great teacher, you got to be able to listen as well. So I mean, the young people is the truth. That's my future, that's our future. Whether how old you is, they still gonna be the future. Even if they're younger than me, they still the future. So people younger than me, people younger than you, they all the future. Well, when y'all gone, they gonna take y'all spot.
That's right.
So you gotta nurture them as well. So I mean, you can't die with this information. And some people do that. Some people just take their information and run with it. They don't give back and try to help people. And that's why I feel like the gap between young hard-headed kids and old stubborn people, the gap is not being bridged. They're not building the bridge to come and connect in the middle. And that's like the gap we got to bridge with the young people. And it didn't start overnight, and it ain't going to end overnight.
I want to say this. Do y'all think there's really a gap for real? Because a lot of times, which is a Willie Lynch directive. Old against the young, light against the dark. You know, all of those scenarios. You know, we think we're separate from one another by age. We think we're separate from one another by where you live. Do y'all really think that that's really the problem, or is all of us just crazy? From the old to the young.
I don't think we crazy. I think we make the gap. I don't think the gap is just there. I think we make that gap there.
So a lot of it is self-inflicted.
It's self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not just like he said. It's you got the stubborn old people and you got the hard-headed young people. What much difference is it between them? You know what I mean? You got two stubborn people. Just because the 165 and 116, what difference do it make? They both still stubborn. They both still hard-headed. They still stuck in their ways. And ain't really a bridge there.
I'm going to break you off like this. They say the game's to be sold, not to be told, right?
Yeah, that's what Mercedes said.
But isn't knowledge a gift to be shared amongst everyone?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be.
So here I am, 50 years old, and I've obtained knowledge. I don't say I have wisdom, but I've obtained knowledge. So when I sit here and talk to you, what am I sharing? I'm giving you my gift.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? And if I'm not giving you my gift, then I'm not helping you.
Right.
I'm not trying to lead you anywhere. I have no direction for you, let alone for myself. So when you're talking about bridging a gap, that starts right here with this conversation we're having today.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's up to me to start. It's up to all of us that are older to get out there to just reach one.
Right.
You reach one, you teach one.
That's right.
Is there anyone in your mind that has wisdom enough to reach?
Anyone that's willing to listen, bro.
That's right.
Well, and the reason why I ask that, because, you know, we've got into a syndrome in our community that if I go to jail because I've sold drugs and I've got a color that I associate with, now I'm the best one qualified to go talk to the young people about being in the game and all of this type of thing. So I'm wondering if we fooling ourselves, because I'm under the understanding when you fail in something in life, you're not the one qualified to go teach in that area that you failed in. And I don't know no successful drug dealers or successful shooters or successful whatever. All I see is that we're falling in a lot of pitfalls, and now we're uplifting the pitfalls as if they're the ones qualified to talk to the children. I'm just asking the question. Does that make a lot of sense, or is that just out of base?
That's just, man,
You went to class?
you said a lot there, brother.
Yeah.
We glamorize crime, violence. We glamorize the bad, you know, and strike down the ones that are trying to achieve something. You know, I spent 2 years in the penitentiary myself, well, 4 years actually. And I admit there was a lot of brothers there that had something to say. And the one thing that they said to me was, young brother, man, why are you here? You have too much to gain, but you're willing to lose it all to come visit me. Well, I'm not here to visit you. Oh, yeah, you are, because I'm here for life. And you keep coming back, you're going to be here for life, too. So I too question what you asked.
Oh, bro, brother, you don't look like 50. So surprised me. So I had to grow all this hair so I could look old too. So yeah, I'm about to cut my stuff off today, I think. I mean, this is great dialogue, because we don't hear the intelligence. We always hear the, I guess the misnonsense, the ignorance of our community. So, I mean, that's just the reason why I really wanted to have you volunteer your knowledge, because, like you said, it's supposed to be given. I mean, we work for whomever, and we go into school to work for whomever. But I always encourage those of us to manifest your God-given talents. I've been asking God, it's only one success. There's only one way to be successful, and that's to manifest your God-given talents. God is not a failure. I don't know. You batting on trillions to one. I can't even name the numbers. Infinite numbers. To zero, he had to take a loss. So, you can't go wrong by manifesting your God-given talents at all. And that's why I encourage those that's listening. If your child is getting in the cupboards and got a spoon and beating on the pots, give him a drum. Right. If he's painting on the walls, you mad because I keep telling you don't round the walls. Dang it, give him something to draw on. Come on. The kids are telling you what kind of God-given talents they have. You just got to listen to them. If they talkative, I don't know, give them a recorder or something. I don't know. But God gives us all talents, and it's distributed it's exhibited through our children. It's shown at an early age. They fast, I don't know, show them boat. I don't know. But we got to encourage them. Whatever talent it is, we got to figure out what it is and then nurture that talent so they can be successful. So some people know what they talent at. I've admit, but sometimes you got to hear from other people. Man, you good at this. You funny. You funny, man. You funny, Then all of a sudden, you be on the bus cracking jokes, and now I got a homeboy down in L.A. Now he said, man, you funny, cracking jokes on the bus, and now he's doing whatever in L.A. Just by that nurturing from his peers around us, and we got to just recognize, like I said, the talents that God's given us. To me, that's the only guarantee that we have.
And we got a new young lady.
Yeah, we got a new. She did come in late.
Indeed.
You did come in late.
We got the round table.
Yeah, what's your name? And she got love on her. She got love on her shirt, so she can't give us nothing but love.
Can you talk to the mic for us, please?
She can't give us nothing but love. Oh my God, we need some love today, Mom State.
Yeah, I'm September Carter.
September Carter. Oh, I like that. September Carter. Is it? Yeah, September, but it's February. How you bring the cold? Can you warm it back up for me? It's September because it's cold in here.
Cold in September too.
No, it's still.
Oh man, y'all be hot.
No, but it's still kind of like in the 60s, 70s in September. It get hot. It get hot.
Cold on my birthday.
This September, what's your weather like? Woo! I'm making it hot in here for Miss September.
Very.
Hey, that's how we do it at the round table. We make it heated and hot. If you can't get in the kitchen, stay out the heat. Is that how you do it?
No. If you can't stand there.
See, I told you, I'm trying to unlearn what I've learned. See, I'm coming out of her.
I unlearn that.
We definitely like to thank Metro Community College, and we thank y'all students for coming down. It's the first time Metro Community College students have come down, to my knowledge, and sat and done a class project with us. We've had UNO down for meetings and different things, but and they're looking to come and do stuff with us. So we really appreciate you guys and thank y'all for choosing this location. And we hope that everything turns out exactly like y'all do. We want to tell that teacher they deserve an A+.
Right.
With the extra credit.
Hold on. Yeah, say that into the camera.
With the extra credit,
Right.
They're in the community, and we loving it. And we thank you, Metro, and we want y'all to come back.
Right.
Well, I have to give it up for Sean.
No, but we y'all gotta go. She just got
No,
here.
we ain't got to
Miss
go. I
September-
just have to
Miss
give it up
September's got
for
here.
Sean here,
Okay,
though,
all right.
because
Yes, Miss Sean, she set it up
we
for
have
us.
been struggling with our project
Right.
For a month.
Let's see. First time didn't nobody show up. My brother Paul got it all set up. Didn't nobody show up. I don't know what happened.
Right.
Then it snowed on us. Paul
The
set it up
second time
again.
it snowed
they
on us.
canceled. So we're scrambling.
Right.
Sean calls me on the phone. Sean hits me up with a text. I don't even know who this person is texting me. She said, "Man, we can do this." I said, "Man, you got it going. We going."
Right.
Right.
And here we are, man. And I appreciate this lady for doing that for us.
All praise
She's
to
well
God.
connected.
Yeah,
praise to God.
she connected in the neighborhood.
She's well connected.
You're going to say something?
Yes.
What? Listen,
I would like
ladies
to
and
thank
gentlemen,
William.
LaShawn.
I'd like to thank William King very much. I Facebooked him and let him know our bind we was in. He called me back in like 10 minutes and was like, "Are you ready to do it tomorrow?" I wasn't ready that fast, but I really respect and appreciate everything you've done. I really, really do.
All praise to God.
Blessing.
We all do. Thank you
All
very
praise
much,
God.
Mr. King.
I mean, that's what we're supposed to do. So I'm not perfect, but I try to be the example of God, how God wants us to be, and we're supposed to be the conduit of information to uplift our community. And if someone see a 50-year-old going back to college, we got the 50-year-old freshman here. Oh yeah. Okay, heck yeah. So you know we got 50-year-old freshmen in. You a freshman? 50-year-old? We got 50-year-old freshmen, so it's never too late to go back and get your cultivation on. We call it cultivation. That's our new word, not education. We call it cultivation because actually before we got started the education system. Before we really started in the education system, we invented way more things. We created way more things before we started the education system. So we really got to start the cultivation system in regards to we start passing on information down and cultivate.
Certifying ourselves.
Right. That's right. Our own information. Man, come on, man. I got evidence. They just found another pyramid just 2 days ago, 4600 BC. You don't even know what kind of knowledge in there. They got the Bible, all the books from the pyramids. Let's kick some knowledge now. People up in the north, the Roman Empire debated on which books went in the Bible. Some books are left out of the Bible. Let's kick some knowledge here. So when this year the preachers, you don't notice this year preachers, because the preachers is in charge of the flock, and the flock they in charge of all the wealth. And they keep giving it to someone else that's not don't have the best interest in our community. Because you see, we're number one in death, we're number one in poverty, we're number one, but we still want to go give the money to banks that don't lend to us. Right. So when are we going to stop doing this to ourselves? And I said, damn, what consciously? How can these brothers and sisters really volunteer? And the best way to volunteer is the knowledge and the wisdom that and the God-given talents that you guys got. So I just want to hear. If you was Mr. Obama or Michelle, what would you be doing right now? You just woke up. You in the White House, or you want to call it Black House, where you want to call it. What would you do, Miss
September?
Miss September. I mean, you miss. I mean, you the first lady. You the first lady. What would you do? You know, the first lady right now, she does some good things. She got good food for our children. So she's doing some good things. Plant your own garden stuff. We need that because we're getting rid of the poisons from others. See, people don't really know the consciousness of what the significance of what she's doing. So what would you do, Miss First Lady? Because we got some problems out here. And everybody blaming you, Miss Obama.
I would encourage the kids to finish their education and have more help out there for children that have behavioral problems, because I don't feel that they're getting enough help in school. They're getting forgotten and left out and kicked out and everything, and they really need that help.
I love that initiative. Miss Obama too.
I think I would dig deeper into the low-income communities. I think what she's doing with the kids is great. Like North Omaha.
No, you the first lady. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna dig a little deeper.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Right.
into the communities. I'm gonna actually go into the schools and start programs for the at-risk children. Maybe some support groups for the kids who've been abused mentally, physically, sexually. It's out here. I think we definitely need more support groups for that. I think we definitely need more activities for the children in the low-income communities. More scholarships for them to do sports or just anything that'll keep them off the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you? I know you're a mama. So.
Yeah, I have to agree with the first two Miss Obamas. I'd have to agree with them as far as that goes, and just basically try to get people into, like, all of us basically have came back to school after years of not being in school, show the importance of just continuing education and not taking that brief, how much further could you have been if we wouldn't have waited this long to go back to school, and just try to show kids things that the community around them, just kind of more community learning.
I guess if I was the president.
Hello, Mr. President. With three wives.
Yeah, I'd be feeling good about right now. Yeah. Probably have a headache. Y'all. Yeah.
Why you look at us like that, though?
I know you.
Presidential look.
In truth, I would just keep doing what I'm doing. Trying to get the world to recognize and realize that we need to come together. We need to start at the bottom, clean that up so that everything can come to the top, so we can all have something. I'm not selfish. Well, let me take that back. I am selfish and self-centered. But I'm not greedy.
All right.
I want everybody to have something. I want everybody to be able to wake up in the morning and know that what they have is theirs. That ain't nobody gonna come take it. I want people to feel comfortable. I want them to understand that I may not have this overall great feeling for you, but I do love you.
All right now.
I want everything to be positive. I just want the world, the United States of America, to function as one unit.
Okay, can I share something?
Oh yeah, Mr. Obama too.
No, I wouldn't be a president.
Right.
Because presidents run businesses and corporations, like a vice president of the corporation. I want to be the king or the queen, because kings and queens run countries, like the Queen of England. The United States of America is 50 nation states. It's not a country. That's one of those law issues. Number two, can you be a citizen of Walmart or a citizen of Baker's or a citizen of 1690 AM? Then how can you be a citizen of the United States? They're all incorporated businesses. So our understanding of the environment has been totally miscued. And that's why when we go in for law, we have to get an attorney at law, not in law, but at law. Because when they register with the Bar Association, which is the Barrister Association, they change citizenship to England. And their only job is to tax the subjects, the slaves, from the 50 nation states. And they make money on the way. So these are some simple things. If I was Obama, which his name was Barry Sanders at first, I would probably tell the brothers, hey, why don't y'all do like I did and nationalize. His dad was from Kenya, so he took on Obama Hussein Borak. Now he was able to become president. Jesse Jackson, which is a European name, he could not become president because he was still property as Jesse Jackson. As Barry Sanders, Barack Obama could not be president. That's why he nationalized under his father's covering, and then he had the ability to be president. That's another law issue. So if I was the king, because I wouldn't be the president, I would share that knowledge with the brothers of why I changed my name. And I would encourage the international community to start investing in our communities, because we have great wealth, musically, physically, talent. We're just great in all areas, but we have not had the manufacturing opportunity to really put our people to work, establish our own banks, and put Martin Luther King on a $10 bill.
Right. But before I'm gonna cut you out. She has to go. Any parting words? You got the mic. You on TV. I know you've been at home and said, "Damn, I wish I could have said that," or she should have said that, or he should have said that. I mean, you got your opportunity. What would you want to? I guess what's your last impression on the world?
Let's see.
Now grab that mic now, so we can all hear you.
Well, I'm just gonna go with this. I feel like even though I ain't highly educated with the degree, I am highly educated with knowledge. I've been through the struggles. I've been in the streets. I've been with the drug dealers or the gang members. So, I know what it's like to be out there. I've been homeless. I've been through it all. So with taking out all my experiences in life, I turn around and I try to give back to the young kids that come to me. I've had, like you said, you can't save them all, but I've had a total of maybe 6 kids that I probably didn't know from a can of paint, just brought them in my house, And if I see potential in them, even if I don't see potential, if I see a child, but for knowledge also, I try to give them the resources to get them on their feet and to make them into a better, positive person in our community. And I feel like if a lot more people done that, we'll have a lot more successful youth out here.
That is the solution. Black women, parents, children, that's the solution.
Without a doubt. That's how we used to behave, without a doubt. So we appreciate you, my sister. We love your spirit. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray to God that is multiplied. I've been begging God. I said, man, come on, man. It's getting tough. It's rough down here. And I mean, when are you gonna give resources to the people that actually really wanna do your work? Yeah. And it's time. So keep doing what you're doing. I want to encourage you, your old freshmen.
And this is our grown folks. We are some of the oldest ones in our class. We only have maybe 2 more people that's older than us in our class, and we got a class of almost 30.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to give you guys great praise and going back and get your next level of cultivation. It's necessary. Also, you're an example of young people of reason why I can't or won't do something. So continue to do it. I mean, because you're gonna live. I mean, right now the technology that they developing, our young people are so smart. They might find it the cure for arthritis. Then we could be walking for a little bit longer. They might find a cure for something else, like cancer. I mean, but like I said, if we stop our stuff, if the kids in the kitchen they mixing up the stuff, some sugar, some baking soda, some they got the flour out, give them a chemistry set.
Right.
I mean, we got to recognize the God-given talent that He's given us. That's the only guarantee I know for a fact. And I'll go against anyone to bring a mathematical equation to go against it. And so I appreciate you, older freshmen, your 40-year-old freshmen, 50-year-old freshmen.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm only 34 here, September.
34.
I'm only 36.
Okay,
Yeah,
36.
we not as old as them.
Miss Love, let it go, Miss Love. Let it go, Miss Love. Let it go.
Let's get that correct.
There you go. There you go, Miss Love. There you go, Miss
Maybe
Love.
come back all the way in the
suck it down.
She got a real voice for it, didn't she?
Oh, yeah. I said, all shuck it now. But make you talk like the 1976 in here. But I mean, we appreciate you guys. You guys are very. I'm just. This is just a joy to hear that y'all old folks are still trying to help out the community.
It's good to hear you in school.
We not old folks. We grown folks.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Grown folks. I'm old too. So, but I'm only 6. I'll be 19 this year. Even though you see all this chronologically, I'm only 19. I'm a Million Man Marcher.
Tell them why.
I'm from the Million Man March, born October 16, 1995. I was reborn. I'm going backwards in age. See, where a man thinking so is see, y'all think y'all going forward, getting older. I'm getting younger. Yeah, man, I'm challenging, man. I'm challenging. If God said it, then I'm going to challenge it because I got to make sure it's right, coming from the right people. If He ain't said it, it ain't gonna happen. If He said it's gonna happen, so I'm 19. Don't He look 19?
Yeah.
I'm 21.
Y'all look beautiful in here.
And please come
And
back.
even the brother over there with the gray, young brother. Look young. I can't tell how old he is, brother.
We didn't get.
He 21.
We didn't get the cameraman.
Oh, the cameraman, the man behind the
doing all
man.
the work. He ain't said nothing.
Well, he's a DJ.
40-year-old sophomore.
40-year-old sophomore from Harlem.
One of many places I'm from.
Oh yeah. Well, he's from the universe. We all over. But I mean, I really want to encourage you guys to continue to do what you do. We need you. You guys are necessary.
As well, we need you guys.
All right, guys. See y'all later.
Any parting words? Anything else? Any?
Everybody have a blessed day.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, yes.
Do we need to do anything else before we got here? Any last parting shots, Mr. Love? Miss September, you want to say anything?
No, we'd just like to thank you again. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Well, this will be documented. Hopefully, we'll send you a link, and you guys can observe yourself and
do a whole lot of editing over there.
pass it on to your teacher, and then actually bring your teacher down here. I mean, because we want to encourage cultivation on all levels for sure.
And we want Metro involved with the community through the radio station. I mean, we do advertising, we do shows.
Let other further groups know that they're invited to.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
UNO's coming down. UNO's already been down here a couple of times, and they're looking to come and do more involvement with us through the community, because we want to try to promote to the young people about higher education and to make it more closer to them any way we can.
Do y'all have any programs that encourage kids to start their dream early? Because there's certain things that's not allowed for them at certain ages, like college for kids and stuff like that. My son has he has some issues, but he likes to work on cars and mechanics and stuff like that. So they have more programs like that to help encourage kids to keep them from.
How old is your son?
He's 11.
So I know for a fact OPS has a program, Career Center, but I think he might be still too young. He's grade school, right?
I need some for.
So you need to go to Radio Shack and give him some of those tool sets so he can start building. I mean that's the only thing he really can do. Radio Shack, all these other stuff you got to do. It's obviously got a mind of vision. He got a mind working with his hand. He like to fix stuff, so I would give him stuff that that's a generic set where he can build it.
Or like my best friend.
Radio. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff that.
Let him go to work.
One of my best friends is a mechanic, and he started out working on our bikes when we was little. Mm-hmm. His name's Kenny Moore. Put him out there. He started working on our bikes when we was little, but he had uncles and stuff around that worked on cars. So by the time he was 16, 17 years old, he was fully taking out engines and putting them back in. So realistically, if there's someone in the family or a friend that's actually working on cars, or someone that's worked on your car, I mean, it could be just as simple as that, but it really has to be a tutoring kind of situation when they're that young. Right. So they have the time to pick up on it, put their hands on it, because and use the tools. Yeah. But that just came to mind because he's. I mean, I call him the greatest mechanic in the world, and he ain't never been to school for it. Yeah. He can fix anything. He's like a MacGyver. But he had some uncles that was in the cars, so he was always with them.
So far, he's changed his spark plugs and battery and everything, and he just.
And he 11?
Yeah.
That ain't easy to do. Spark plugs. I still ain't figured that one out.
So I mean, you got your neighborhood mechanics, and this is what we had talked about. Like, this is our community creating a community tech, because since they're close technical high school, we got elders that have that skill set, or we got the next door neighbor that fix on cars. And Billy, you want to learn? So I mean, that's how I learned how to do leather necklaces, the incense bottles. I learned from a brother that so-called went to prison, and he learned all the discipline of fashion leather. And that's how I learned how to do my first leather, my necklaces, earrings from him. He took the time out, went on an everyday era, you know what I mean? But after the eras, after a while, you get refined and you refine your craft. And so you just got to look out for people in the community. I call it community tech. So for those out there, we got some elders out there that's good at mechanics. I know my next door neighbor, so I don't know if and I know his man. So we know, I know a lot of people that fix on cars on themselves. So We just got to connect it with brothers and sisters that's already do. I know even some females that fix cars.
See, not too much.
And we are trying to work on a technical situation down here at this location. That's why we're happy to see you guys, really, because we need to communicate with Metro on a different level also, because we want to bring back technical trades. And Mr. Willie Hamilton with Black Men United has an office here. He's working real hard on that, and he's working with the workforce development, where they're giving some assurances that they want to do something like that. So you guys keep us in your prayers and keep your ears open, because we're trying to develop that. So those that may not be scholastic, that may have good with their hands, this could be some type of avenue. We're connected with the unions too, so hopefully it ain't just learning, but learning for a reason, so you can get you a job if that's what you want. So we're trying to put that together. So y'all keep that in mind. Keep us in your prayers.
And then also, you always come back if any knowledge that needs to be known to the community. Make sure you guys give us a call, drop it off, put a note in the door.
Parties, anything.
Yeah, because we always try to announce it because it's necessary. We struggle because of lack of knowledge. So, God is very simple. So we'll give more knowledge.
Did you tell them about 95.7?
Yeah, 95.7, guys. We'll hopefully be on getting the FM license in the next 90 to 120 days. Just waiting on the FCC. And then once we get it, again, we are the boss. I brag we're the boss because I got it straight from God. It's come straight from a prayer. I've been taking one step. God been taking two steps. That's God stuff. That's boss stuff. And we're going to let everybody know that our responsibility for the 7-mile circumference, that we're going to change the paradigm of our people, because I'm a savior ordained by the minister. And so I brag about that. That comes from God too. And so we're going to manifest what we're talking about, because it's necessary. Time is infinite. Our life is finite. And so since I'm finite, wow, I love using big educated words. Finite means there's a limit of time. Infinite means there's unlimited time, for those that don't know. Shouts out to my mama, who cannot read, who makes sure I can read. And so since we are finite creatures, then we need to maximize everything that we can do on a daily basis. As long as we're doing something on a positive, then something is going to repel positively back to us. So if everybody do something every day on a positive level, because I know for a fact on October 16, 1995, when I was stepping on a brother's feet, and that brother was saying, thank you, brother, for stepping on my feet, because you're here. I've never heard that concept. I've never felt total love. I have never seen ultimate brotherhood except for that one day. And if it could be mathematically duplicated, then our society will change. So we have a great responsibility to change the 7-mile circumference. Even though we have the isms of self-hate, as well as we know the other people that really hate. So we're dealing with those obstacles, but I'm a God, so bring it on. Bring on the challenge, because I got the ultimate crossover, without a doubt. And so that's what we're doing. We're finna cross over some people. The preachers, we're putting y'all on notice, so all your church folk, go home and tell your preacher, man, that we coming. It's a sister preacher out here. She's talking about all the male preachers out here with what they doing. And if you're going to be representing God, then you need to be representing God. I'm not representing God. I love God, and I'm God-fearing, but I'm not to that level where I can say. But I can't tell nobody. I'm not the ultimate God. I'm just a child. Still learning. Oh, God, please, Father. I'm a little G. Father, please forgive me, because I'm still sinning. But for those that actually go out and perpetrate and be behind a pulpit, and with my brother up here that did it for real, right up here on Grant Street, Malcolm X, who did this shit for real, and you want to come out here and perpetrate, then we got to come and get you. We're going to talk about you. Your congregation get mad? Come on, congregation, get mad, because even Martin Luther King says no religion is higher than truth and righteousness. And that's come from the prophet. So we appreciate y'all. I mean, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate you giving us a call. Any parting words? I know the 50-year-old freshman. I know he's You came here fired up, so but we can let you had the last. We can let you have the last words.
Man, I just want to say, thank you to everybody, and thank you for those that are listening. And just remember, man, that the future is yours. Grab hold of it, mold it, make it into what you want it to be. And then there, you will have true happiness. With that, peace out.
Without a doubt. Love yourself, because we love you. 1690 AM to 1. We got my man Deja-Vu here every Monday through Friday during the daytime. So if you guys need to get some information out, if you want to collaborate with us, make sure you get in touch with DJ Deja-Vu. They was kind of doing a duel today, him and brother Muhammad, on who's playing the best knowledge tracks that could move you. And so they're going back and forth. So we're gonna let them continue to do what they're doing. They're kicking knowledge through the music today to motivate, to stimulate.
It's real.
What I mean?
It's real.
Can I have some pudding right now? Man, and I'm hungry. That's one thing. Metro, we need a budget. Can we get some pieces or something? A bus pass or something. Some transportation. Don't bring the snow no more. We finna let them do their thing. 1690 AM to 1. We love y'all.